What's going on, everybody? It's your girl Kenny, episode 12. Welcome to Unfiltered Frustration, along with
Man, what's good?
Yo, B, what's going on? I'm in here.
Big money move.
Ow.
Damn.
how was everybody?
Hit it, B.
You feel me?
Hit it, B.
It was missing. You know what I'm saying? It was missing. You know what I'm saying? We had to get that in there. I just slide that in there. You ain't going to do it this week. Not do it this week. You know what I'm
Got you.
saying? Ow. What's good?
Before we get started, I want to shout out our day ones that be in the comments, really give us feedback.
All right.
Shout out to them niggas.
Sean,
All right. Sean. All right.
Ali
Name
Mo.
call it. Sean. You know what
nah,
I'm
that
saying?
really get active with us, you know. I like that. Everybody else, come on. Join the family.
Talk to me.
Give it the
Talk to
program.
us,
Give it the
yes.
program.
Talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
Need some fucking comments too.
No, definitely, we need the comments. Come on, family.
You feel me? How everybody week been going? You know what I'm saying?
Good.
Been good. That's it.
Yeah.
Just good.
Just good.
4 letters. That's it.
Get
Nothing
trying
else?
to get through it.
We ain't gonna get nothing else out.
Nothing. Just good.
All right. What happened Tuesday?
I don't know. It was good.
Damn, that's whack. You went to work.
Yeah, I did.
All right. So you did something. How was your week?
It was good.
That's whack. All right. You know what I'm saying? How y'all week going? You know what I'm saying?
I got to the money like you. That's all I do is get to the
That's it.
money. That's it. I don't do nothing.
Short and sweet.
You know what I'm saying? You fed your kids this week.
Oh,
You
you wanna
did
go
something.
into
You
details?
did
All right,
something.
so
Yeah, talk to
I
me.
went to
Like,
work.
you know what I'm saying?
I went to work. I got the kids ready. They started camp.
You know what I'm saying?
I dropped them off to camp. I was calling because my daughter was her first time, you know.
What kind
I
of
was a
camp is
little
this? Like a
nervous. It's a
regular,
summer
like,
camp.
just regular joint? All right.
Well, she's not old enough to go to summer camp, so she's in like the daycare, but you know,
Okay.
they do different stuff like take them swimming, go to the movies, go to Funplex, stuff like that. So
That's
it's
fire.
dope, yeah.
I used to work at Fun Play. That was my first job. Lit.
And then the boys, they started yesterday actually. So I was happy about that. So everybody is out the house. Then they went to football practice. They started football practice today,
Alright.
so I got my kids active. So,
Alright.
but right
So you
now,
did
you
more
had
than
a,
get
yeah,
into
you
the
had
bag.
a week. You know what I'm saying? You had a good week. You know what I'm
Fuck out of
saying?
here.
How my boy D doing?
I had
You all right? You know what I'm saying? He's still alive? I ain't heard from him since last week. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, nah,
I
he
just
was-
want to check on my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy, he's good.
I ain't heard from bruh either. You know what I'm saying? You better have get that boy some mad. You know what I'm saying? The way he lied. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't lying.
That's crazy.
But he at home, nice and happy.
Drop down.
How about
What's your-
you?
How your week, brother?
My shit was solid. Work. Took the kids out to see the fireworks. Really
Word, y'all ain't
chill.
take y'all kids to see the fireworks? Y'all bad parents.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
No, we did.
Nah, let them talk. Let them
We
talk.
did.
Let them talk.
I
You know what I'm
seen
saying?
fireworks.
Let 'em
chill,
talk.
Got something to eat. Vibe. You know, enjoyed the weather. That's really much it.
Yeah, it
Work.
was warm.
It was.
It was
It was
warm.
nice.
It was warm.
Fuck warm. It was nice.
It was hot. All that shit.
Nah, it was good.
hot.
It was good.
You know what I'm saying?
How was yours though?
It was good.
It
Word.
was good.
So what we talking about this week?
Just good.
Just good.
I mean, you just made us go.
Like,
Yeah.
nah, we need
I
details.
was being all right. Anyway. Nah, it was a good week. You know what I'm saying? I went to a cookout. My best friend threw a cookout. It just so happened it was like a block party on that on his block. So that was cool. The kids had fun. I had fun, you know what I'm saying? Chilled there. He ended up swindling me into cooking, you know what I'm saying, halfway through, but he had cooked long enough, so it was cool. What else we do? I took them to see the fireworks that night. That joint was lit. I ended up finding a spot where I was like right underneath them shits, so that was cool. It could have lasted longer. That shit was the
short.
duration was ass, but the show was pretty cool. What else we do? What else I do? Shit worked. Yeah.
How the
I'm
leg?
saying?
How the leg?
Oh, it's getting there. You know what I'm saying? It's getting there. I can't like do too much like on that leg. Like if I try to like stand on that leg by itself, hell nah. But it's cool for now. I'm still waiting for the MRI to see if I'm gonna need surgery and shit. Word. But other than that, it's straight. Good.
Oh, all right. As long
You
as you're in
right?
good health.
Yeah.
You feel me? Trying to get there. But yeah, what we talking about this week?
What's the vibes for the week?
You know what I'm saying?
I got a question.
What's that question? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
That
boy.
question out.
All right, so I have a question.
Hit it.
Talk to me.
So I want to know,
What you want?
Is it the mom job or the dad job, or they both do this collectively to teach their children that black women are dope? Who set this tone?
Who sets the tone to let them know that
Black women
are dope?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that would come from both, but I would say it's like a 70-30 because as a man, I can't teach a woman how to be a woman. But I can show my kids what I look for or think is good qualities in a black woman. But I'm also not going to force feed my kid that that's the only race he can look at though. Like, you know what I'm saying? My son bring home a mommy, it's up. You know what I'm saying? He bring home a white girl, it's up. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I will say that, like, I will, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, emphasize or let him know that that's what his dad prefers. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what his mother is. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I will make that known. Like, let him know where he came from or what he is nationality-wise, but or race, however you want to put it. But, yeah, I'm not going to force him. Like, it's like, oh, like, shit, all women are dope. Shit, like, it's some, like I said, Puerto Ricans that I met that was, like, really dope. So, like, I'm not going to just say, like, that's the only women that are dope, but I'm going to teach him where you know what I'm saying? Where he from. You feel me?
Nice.
Word up. Y'all dead in here.
What you
What's
think?
up?
Me? I feel same, equal, but more like I would say more towards same like a woman. Because for a woman, you know that you birthed that child. So, and then specifically talking about black women, I would just teach my son, because I have a son, I would just teach him to appreciate all black women. You know, any shape, size, you know, like different hair, color, whatever. Just appreciate a black woman. But any, like you said, all women are beautiful. But if he decided to, you know, stay in his race and he wanted to date a black girl, I would just tell him, appreciate all black girls, different shades and tones. And, you know, I would just want him to uplift black girls, too. Even if you don't want to date them, still uplift them. Don't just be out here just being disrespectful.
Word.
Just
There's
uplift
some-
all women.
There's some not dope black women out here.
That's
To
true,
be
too.
honest with you. There's a very not dope black woman out here. Very. But, you know what I'm saying? What you think, bro?
I think it is a balance. I don't know if I feel like it's a woman or a man's job to be more superior with making that feel something. I do feel like a dude's position is strong. I get what you were saying as far as you can't teach a woman to be a woman or whatever, but I don't think that a man has to do that. I think him loving on his woman or him loving on his kids and daughters and giving her reassurance that she's beautiful, her hair is beautiful, her skin's beautiful, and stuff like that, to let her know that black women are dope, and then for her to see the things that you're saying demonstrated to her mom. I guess I would think that would be the most reassuring. But I think the woman, the female, her position is really just like upholding herself, like being strong. But it's kind of hard to show that black women are dope when there's no real response behind it. Like, say it's a single mom and she has a daughter. Like, if I just see mommy all the time, like, there's really no results of me showing that black women are dope outside of me just saying it, because your experience might be different outside, where you're just like, all right, yeah, black women are dope. But then when you go outside and see other things, it'd be like, oh, black women are bees and this, that, and the third. So I feel like
that's what I was about to get at.
with the teaching, it has to be like the man to like install those qualities too. Like, yo, nah, yeah, beautiful. Like, I like it because the man who gonna be dating you is a man. So of course you would have to hear it from me first, because I'm your first love.
Yeah, that's why I asked the question. Yes, all women are dope, but only reason why I asked that question was because, like, when I hear guys talk or when you hear people start dating, it's like black women kind of be on the bottom of the scale. Like, oh, I'm not really about to take off with a black woman. She got attitude problems. They talk to like it'd be like negative, negative, negative when it comes to a woman. Nah, I'm about to get me this type of woman or that one. Like they prefer other women than a black woman. So that's why I was saying like who set the tone with the mother. I feel like it's like a balance. Yes, I'm going because I have two sons and a daughter. So I'm going to set that tone like we are all those things, but to embrace like who you are. Like yes, our skin is beautiful, our hair is beautiful. It start at home. That's what I'm getting at. I'm not trying to like discredit other women because I think all women are beautiful. But I'm just saying when it comes to black women, I always hear that a lot. Like, I don't even like black women. Even going to school, like dudes wasn't trying to be dating on no black woman. Like she the fun girl. They not really about to build. Or they'll give up, or they'll leave the black girl for
that's going
the
off
next
of
race.
what they see though. Like I'm not going to see
that's
something that's
why I said
wild
for the
ratchet
parents,
and
it
be
start
like,
at
oh,
home.
that's beautiful because
Oh,
she's
nah.
black. Or
But I feel like
she
every
loud
woman,
and rambunctious, and I'm
but it's
supposed
not
to be
just
like,
black
oh,
women. That's why I asked.
that's beautiful. Like that's where it's at, and it's like that's what's being portrayed. Like on another note, shit. Like the reason I'm saying women, it should come from the women is because that like I feel like personally is like the women feeling like they're less than or on the bottom of the totem pole, as you put it, is because of how they treat themselves. Like y'all y'all wear your hair like Europeans, your nails like Asian, like you know what I'm saying? Like you do everything to alter what a beautiful black woman is. So then to expect a man to sit there and be like, oh, this is what this is, you don't even believe that. Because there's dudes out here that tell their girl like, oh, I don't like makeup, or stop putting that weave in your hair, I like your hair, this, that, and the third, and then they still do it because it's, oh, my body, my choice, like, and that whole thing. And it's like, how am I supposed to teach my kids that that's what's beautiful when they own parent is walking around not embracing how they look or their hair, their nose, their skin, like all of that stuff. Like how
think it's a difference
how am I
between
supposed to? At that point, I'm
embracing
trying to like. At that point, I would be like trying to embed that in his head. Like, yo, nah, like listen to me. At that point, he sees what he sees. So then he's gonna go out and like what he likes. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's a black woman, like that's beautiful.
I think
that's
where
amazing.
It gets twisted
but like,
at though, just because like we get our hair braided or we do. Some women put makeup don't mean that they don't like the skin. Yeah, like who they are. I don't agree with that because I'm a natural girl, but I put the time in with doing my hair and all that.
What do you mean by natural girl?
Like I like to be natural. I don't really care for the nails, like getting the fake nails, doing the eyelashes. Like I like to be in my natural state. I don't wear makeup. Like I like to be in my natural state, even if I don't have my braids. Like I like to wear my hair out. That's a thing. But then sometimes you want to switch it up. So now you like pointing fingers at me. Like I can't switch it up because you got other races doing the same thing like us. Like they doing different color hair. They putting braids
like
in
the other
their hair.
races, or you
I'm not trying to be like other races, but I'm trying to switch it up.
But we're talking
being a
about
black woman.
we're talking about being
level.
we're talking
Yeah.
about being a dope black woman. And you brought up what other races are doing. Are you trying to compare to other races, or are you trying to be a black woman?
But then you just not say that we trying to act like something else. I'm trying to explain. No, we're not though.
Yes.
How are we trying to act like something
To
else?
say I'm natural and have weave in
I
your
like
hair
to
is
be
not
natural,
a
but then
thing.
I could switch
Like,
it
that's-
up.
that's
So
why
I
I said,
can't
what's
switch it
the-
up. What you talking about?
But you
I
said-
could dress down one day and be like, oh, I want to be in my comfy junk, and then I could switch it up like, oh, I want to dress like I want to dress up. I want to be put on a dress. I want to do this. I want to like do certain things, but then that's
I
like,
can't
oh,
be a
no, you a
vegan and
woman,
eat a
so you
steak.
have to be in a dress, or you have to wear like dress a certain way because I'm a woman. How that work? No,
I can't be a vegan and eat a steak and just be like, oh, well, today I just was really craving and I had to switch it up. Like I can't. Like it's either you're
What?
natural or you're not.
Well,
How that
for me,
work? What you talking
coming
about?
from the
That-
standpoint
that-
of not being natural
that
and
scenario
being
didn't make sense.
I
being
like
one
to
that like
switch it up.
enhancements, lashes, nails, all that good
Embracing
stuff.
who you is.
So
It's,
that's
I
not
feel like
being natural.
I'm not. No, I'm not. I like it.
No, I was
You know,
mentioning. All the
I
time.
feel like I feel pretty both ways. It's different when you only feel pretty when you have on all this tons of stuff and you don't. I feel pretty both ways, with or without. It's just an enhancement.
That makes sense, but I'm talking about for not just because she said it, but a lot of women that be like, "Oh, I'm natural," and then you get your hair done with weave. Like that's not natural.
You
It
can't
is
switch
natural,
up.
but
You
see,
can't switch
that's
it
what
up.
men
I'm
don't know.
asking
Like
you can't
when
switch
you
it
get
up?
braids and you get
I
weave,
never
that's
said
called
you
a
can't switch-
protective
I
style.
never said you
That's
can't
a
switch it up.
protective
I'm
style.
talking about if you switch it up, but then say with weave in your hair, I'm natural. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you could be
I don't
natural
agree
with
with
I
that.
like to be
I don't
natural,
agree
but
with that.
I
How?
also
You could be
switch
natural
it
with
up.
weaving your hair. Weave is a
Explain
protective
it to me. That's
style.
what I'm
Like
trying to
braid,
say.
when you
To
get
just say
braids.
switch it up is not
Okay,
everything.
listen. When you get braid, when you natural,
is.
right? When you have a natural tone of hair, which is called 4C. Come on, let's go to school. When you have 4C hair, right? It's natural. It's hard to tend to majority of the time. Some black women choose to spend a little extra dollar on a proper products to really get it in tune. Some women don't have it like that. When they say they natural and they only wear braids,
There's
that's
no
because
perm.
it's no perm,
It's-
no process, nothing, no straighten, no
No
flat
heat.
iron. The braids and the weave is just an enhancement to just keep the hair protected. It's a protective style. It's a protective style. You could be natural with braids.
Well, what like? Okay.
And then the braids grow your hair. Like,
Of course they do.
what is we talking about?
Not growing your hair. That's what I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about why you're getting the weave. I'm talking about to say I'm natural and have makeup on, or even if you just do makeup, or if you just do weave every now and again, or all the time, or if you walk around with your nails done, you're not in your natural state. Your natural state is when you came out your mom's ass and how you looked when you developed through life. So if you put those chemicals in your hair and your hair's falling out, and then now you want to get weave because you're insecure about walking outside with your edges not showing and things like that, something that person did to themselves, that's accountability. So don't say that out. So don't.
Go ahead.
So don't say what? What is that for?
Go ahead. You like it's accountability. Like listen, women, you know they change like the day and the sun. If I wake up at 4:00 in the morning or 5:00, whenever time I get up, and I ain't got no lashes on and I ain't got no weave in my hair, at that moment I feel natural. Now at 2:00, if I feel like I gotta go somewhere and I'm going to get my hair done, then hey, we outside. But you can't be like, okay, it's a different thing between natural, because you could be like, okay, I'm doing such and such, and it be a different variation. Like it's different variations of being natural. It's different variations of being natural. It's different women. If you look right now, it'll be 5 different women, and they'll give you 5 different reasons of how they natural.
I'm gonna use this as a scenario. Maybe y'all get it, maybe y'all won't. But if you buy a car from a stock car from a dealership, right, and then you throw rims on it, the rims that didn't come with that car, that means those aren't the stock rims, right? That came with the car, correct?
Correct.
You in your word, enhance the car, correct? So is that the same car that you brought when you went to the dealership and saw it on the lot? Is that the same car?
Yes, I made enhancements. It's the same car, because if you take the rims off and you put the other ones back on, it's still going to be the same
You
car.
switching
I made
it
an
up.
enhancement. I could take it off and put it back on. I made an enhancement. I took it off and took it back on. It's going to be the same car. You said, is it the same car? It's the same car with enhancements on it. It's just different rims.
Okay. Does
It's
it
not
look the
original.
same?
It's
how
not
it
the
looked?
original.
Okay, it's not the original. Does it look the same as when you brought it, since you put the rims on it?
It looked better.
Does
No.
it look the same from when you brought it? Thank you. But I need this from you. Does
Come
it
on.
look the same?
No, it don't.
Okay, so at that point, if you see, so say I get it. My girl was all natural when I met her and shit like that, and then she just decided to start enhancing herself throughout the relationship. At that point, that's not who the fuck I chose to embark on this relationship with, or chose to talk to, or liked when I seen walking down the street, or however we met. That's not the same person. So at that point, you enhancing yourself is taking away from the beauty that I like.
But it's
I
not
see
all
you
the
in the morning.
time. It's not
I
all the
see you
time.
in the morning. Well, again, this is from a man's perspective, or my perspective, let's say that. So like I get what y'all are saying, or why y'all are saying what y'all are saying to what I'm saying, but at the end of the day, this is the eyes that are being looked on you, and I'm not talking about how you feel with why you do what you do.
No, I'm saying in general.
I'm saying like that's not a natural look. That's not a natural look. Why? Okay, outside of growing your hair, why is it that y'all get y'all hair done?
Well, to look beautiful, that's self-maintenance.
So do you think you think you're beautiful without the hair?
Yes, I think
Yeah.
I'm beautiful
So-
without the hair.
so
But
to
it's
say-
time
so-
consuming. I don't have to get up in the morning. Dudes is easy. Like with
Breathe.
my son, I am. With my son, I just get them up. They brush their teeth. They just gotta brush their hair and keep it moving. With the female, especially what she was saying, like with the 4C hair or whatever texture hair you have, it's time consuming. Like it's not. I don't feel like it's laziness. It's
Is it
like
time
cutting
consuming or
time.
making time for it? Like
No.
it's time management. What about time management? What about, I want to wear my hair out,
I feel
so
like
let
I'm
me make the
entitled to
acceptable
switch it
time
up.
to do it.
I'm not
Not, oh, I
entitled
gotta
to
be
switch it
somewhere.
up. I'm not saying that females want to do this all the time. Shouldn't that person be entitled to do
You're
what they
entitled.
want? What they want to switch it up or do what they feel like? Oh, I feel like being dolled up right now.
You're entitled to do whatever it is
It's
you
not
want.
all the time. And then if you always a certain way, like for my dude, he love when I'm natural, but he also love when I like, oh, I babe, damn, like I see you doing your thing, like, oh, all right, because it's another side. He see me in a different light, like, oh, all right. It's out of the norm. Like, oh, that look good. But he also accept me for who I am, and I love my skin. Just because I'm putting weave in my hair don't mean I don't love who I am. I don't love my hair. For any female, I don't think like that. I feel like it is some women because it come back to home.
Talk your shit.
It come back to home where you're not properly taught. Like I said, for example, when I went to school growing up, because was in the hood and then I transitioned, I was in the suburbs and I was with the white folks. And it was like, oh, your hair is pretty, or why your hair is like that, or it's rough, or why, like, it was like that. But I got taught at home, like, no, embrace who you are. And if you're not getting a proper training at home to love on yourself, then it's going to be easily influenced. You be like, oh, well, my hair not like that person, or let me do this and the third. I'm saying I was taught, or I feel like black women or girls should be taught to embrace who they are. If you want to do extra, by all means, do you, boo. But embrace that the your skin, your body. Embrace who you are. If you want to switch it up, so be it. I don't feel like you telling me, oh yeah, that's not being natural. You really don't like who you are because you getting long hair or getting the horse hair from, trying to be like X, Y, Z, because they doing the same thing. They getting braids. They trying to dance like us. They doing all types of stuff. I'm not saying that. I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying for the black female, I was watching this video clip on Instagram, and she was saying that her daughter black, her friend was white. Mm-hmm. The daughter is taught to love on herself, but she still was conscious of, okay, we about to get in the water because she wanted to go swimming. Her mother done press her hair, whatever, got her hair right, nice and straight. So she was like, all right, they kids, go ahead and do that. She went to get in the pool and she ran back to her mother and was like, oh, I don't know if she's still going to be my friend because, when I get in the water, it's going to shrivel up. It's going to shrink. It's not going to be like it is. And even though you taught at home to love on yourself and embrace who you are, because I do that with my daughter. Oh, your hair is beautiful. Oh, your skin is beautiful. I do that to my daughter. So for her to get that same treatment and she has a white friend and feel like, oh, well, my friend may not still accept me the same, that's a problem. That she's not being taught at home, that she's getting from others. And her friend, she came back and her mother was like, all right. When she came back from swimming with her friend, she said, how everything go? She said, she's still my friend. Nothing changed. But for her to be little and have that mindset is crazy, or be so scared to be like, oh, I'm not going to be accepted because of my color or my skin or my hair. Is
because her hair
crazy.
Probably was done that certain way all the time?
No, she switched it up.
So she knows that when I get my hair wet, it shrivels up. Mm-hmm. So at that point, it's like, okay, no one ever seen me with my hair shriveled up before. How are people going to perceive me when my hair is shriveled up when that's its natural state? So why don't that parent show that hairstyle more so she won't feel that way?
That's true, though.
That's true, too. But I'm just saying off of the video, what I'm saying, how she said she done taught her daughter, you feel me? But she still was like hesitant with, like, is my friend going to still accept me?
There's no way she told her daughter, and her daughter feels that way at that age, or whatever young she is. I'm not saying that the video didn't happen. I'm just saying there's no way. Just because she said that doesn't mean that that's.
I felt like that growing up. I was being taught like, oh, Kendra, like, be yourself, love on you, your skin is dope, and it's still like when I went to school with the white folks, I still like second guessed it. But because I had that base training at home, I was able to be tough when it came time to that. It was like, all right, you a kid, you gonna second guess it, like, oh yeah, my hair is different than or they is saying X,
but that's
Y,
what
and
I'm
Z.
saying. You're
but
saying
I was
that you was tough
enough, and I switched it up though. Like I didn't always have. I had my natural state. Then I had braids. Like I still had that moment. Yeah, like I did everything, but it still wasn't acceptance to the other people.
But why does that matter though? Why does that matter?
Because like, the way society, why does a lot of stuff matter? The way society have it, that's how it is.
And as a child, you always want to be perceived by your peers, especially when you a child in school. You always want to have a friend or friends. Like It's
Oh,
just
you
always
look different. Why does it matter that
Right.
my skin is black and that the other child is white? Why does that matter? But it matters.
Or
Race
I'm
is
lighter
race.
and
What
you're
you talking
darker.
about? Why does
Like,
that matter?
I mean, the fact that
Why
matters.
does it matter that I love another race? It matters to people. Why does it matter that people are gay? It matters to people. So stuff matters. You can't say, why does that matter? It matters. Because everybody feel differently. Everybody view things
So
differently.
what is the
it
point
matters.
of? So the question. Okay, so back to the question. The question is, who should teach them? If we're teaching them and it doesn't matter, it's going to happen
I
anyway.
don't
What's
feel
the
like
point
it's
of teaching them?
I don't
then?
feel like it's always.
What's the
taught.
whole-
I think
there's
we
no
just
point of
now
teaching
coming.
them.
I think we just now
Like-
coming
What is
into
the point?
terms.
No, because if they're going to
I
go
think
out
we-
and it's going to get heavily enforced into the school, and then for somebody that's not being taught at home like her, to where she can fight through what somebody else is saying to them, some other weak-minded kid or somebody that's not being taught that, they're going to get heavily influenced from that. So me teaching them that isn't going to it doesn't matter if they're
It
going to go out
does
and feel,
matter.
It does.
It's-
It builds self-esteem.
how the fuck does it matter? But then you
Be-
say that, oh, they're going to go out and get influenced anyway.
No, it's different
Like-
because
No,
if you're
I-
teaching your children that at home before they go out, they're gonna have that in their mindset.
They
like,
shouldn't
yo,
be doing it. If
you-
they
okay,
were wearing
look,
their hair
if-
like that all
no,
the time,
if
none
you-
of that would happen.
Okay,
They
now
wouldn't
say you
find
have a
people
daughter.
that never seen them with their natural hair to say, "Oh, why you look like that?"
But they see
like
other black
why you
women
look like
are
that
not
is
the
because
only
your
black
hair
girl
is
that you
always
see. What are you
Even
done
talking
in
about?
black.
even
No,
black
they
girls,
act
even
that.
black girls look at other black girls different.
Like,
you
oh,
may
you
see
got
another black
good
girl.
hair or your
Oh, you're
hair
light
rough.
skinned.
What?
But
You
that's
light
someone
skinned.
that-
Somebody always see me and be like,
I'm
"You're
missing
light skinned.
a
I know you
whole
got pretty hair." Not be in my head like, "No, I don't either." Like, just because I'm this complexion don't fit the mold.
Nah, I'm not missing
People
the point.
can't be
I feel
like brown skin and be like, "Oh, okay." Just because she brown
Missing
skin with
my
4C
point.
hair, like, "Oh, okay, you a little different." No, you're not different. You black just like me. We all black.
I feel like
against
if
a white
certain
person.
things was more taught in the
At home.
household, if more things was taught in the household, acknowledge certain things, then the child would be able to know how to operate and accept and move a certain way. Like, yes, I am different. Like, you was taught that at a young age. Like, I feel like that was harsh and so like hard to digest when it came to history about all this stuff and what they used to do, but they had to teach us. And then you saying, "Oh, that was the past," and still accept the white person, like that was hard. Or like, "Oh, that was our ancestors," and all this. Like, it's going on another. Like, I'm going in another area.
That's the
But
reason
just
why I'm saying
like,
what
it
I'm
does
saying
matter.
is-
I just feel like it does start at home. If more of us, like, oh, you had asked the question a couple of episodes ago, like, oh, why do black women don't wear their hair out? Like, where that come from? Like, why they do that? And I'm telling you, like, if that wasn't a thing, you didn't properly know, like, all the products they have, it came over time, how to manage your hair, how to do certain things, especially if you're not tapped into that side, because not all women are girly girls. I'm one of them. I'm a rough one, okay? But I still maintain myself.
That don't.
It
like,
it matters.
I mean, to say that's. I don't know. That's not enough for me to sit there and say. Like,
I was
oh,
taught at
okay.
home to embrace me and love on me. So that's all I'm saying. Like, teach your child to love on you. And when you love on yourself, then it's easy. Like, shit be rolling off you. Like, oh, all right, yeah, your
I
hair
heard that
pretty,
at
but
home
my hair
already.
is pretty. Like, yeah, your hair is long and you don't got to do much, but my hair is pretty too.
Especially with young ladies.
And if I want to put some weave in it, then she should be able to do that.
When it's young girls and you hear it at home from like your male figures that
Even
you look
my-
up
like,
to,
I said this
when the
on a-
guys get out in the street and they be like, "Oh, you pretty, you beautiful," you kind of like nix it off like, "Oh, okay, thank you." You don't be so hot to be like, "Oh, you call me pretty, oh my God," like,
Right, and then
because you
it's like,
learned
it's
it at
not,
home.
you're not properly taught. Like I said this a couple of episodes before. Like, my cousin mother told him, like, "Oh, make sure you get a girl that got good hair." He got him a Colombian girl, not really knowing what she was saying to him. Now the baby have a mixture of black hair and Colombian hair. She don't like to get her hair done. It's very hard for because it's a different texture, because now we done mixed. You feel me? It's mixed. So it was very difficult for her. She thinking about making the baby get dreads. Making the baby get dreads. Because he going off of, like, that stuck with him. Like, okay, my mother really don't like her hair. So I'm going to make sure my daughter don't have to go through that. Which is wild to me. That's wild crazy. And he's, like, that stuck with him. So he made sure he got him a woman with good hair. Because they say that, oh, black women don't got good hair. It's rough, it's nappy, all this extra stuff. But we do have beautiful hair. And I feel like that's when the father embraced that, like, "Oh, you beautiful, I love your hair," like, "Oh, you dope."
I think, but that's what Brandon's saying. Like, the narrative is painted that y'all don't have beautiful hair, but it's so rare not rare, but it's
Because they
it's
coming
very
out now with their natural
it's very seldom that you see a abundance of black girls just wearing their hair. It's either they're in weave or some design, and that's what he's trying to say. Like, if it's beautiful, then a lot of women should just be wearing their
But
hair.
they are.
No, they're not.
If you
Maybe-
go on
no,
Instagram,
no.
bruh,
I don't care about
Like,
Instagram.
stop.
if you go on
Please
Instagram
don't, but yeah,
and then I see
let's
people in the
talk
hood,
about-
we're
yes,
talking
they
about
do.
real life.
They wearing
Sweetheart,
dreads.
sweetheart,
no,
we're talking
dreads
about-
is a thing. We is
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
we
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about
But
real
you
life.
just brought
It's
up
a dreads,
Instagram.
But I'm saying like it's a
You don't- let
thing.
him get his
Before it
point
wasn't
out,
a
though.
thing.
Kendra, let him get
Now
his point
it's a
out.
thing. Like
It's
I
like
see
you don't
want to
hear what the
I do.
you don't want to hear our point.
You
That-
just trying to cut me off. Like I'm not acknowledging what y'all saying. Yes, it's the thing, but I'm
cut
saying
her-
it's more.
who
It's
cut her
more.
off?
It's more
It
open.
may be more now, but in a long run of thing, it haven't been the thing.
Right. I understand that.
But that's what he's saying. Like, if it's been beautiful for the long haul, like what your aunt said, she put that in his head, and from there on out, he seeked it. But if he would have saw a bunch of black girls, he probably would have been like, oh nah, they got good hair. But since he didn't see it, he just saw black girls wearing weave, and then he found a girl who just was wearing her natural hair, and he fell for that and was like, oh nah, she got good hair. But nowadays, yeah, you do have girls who got short haircuts, got bobs or whatever the case may be, and dreads and so on and so forth. But that's pretty much what he's saying. Like, if you're gonna say let's love on our black queens, like, it should be more black queens doing those things, like having dreads. If you don't want the dreads no more, get a low cut. If you don't want the low, and I'm not saying that that's your job. Y'all can do what y'all want.
No, I understand. I'm there. That's why I'm saying. That's why I asked the question. It should be taught in the house. It was not back then. I agree with that, and that's the thing. But now you do see it more open. I see me being an adult. I see way more little girls with their natural hair with the ponytails than before. They used to put weave in little kids' hair. That was mind blowing to me. Cause my grandparents didn't do that to me when I was little. So I feel like time is changing. Just like y'all just stuck on that. Like, oh nah, y'all not doing it. Yes,
No,
it's
happening
females.
now.
It's
There's
happening.
There's little girls at my daughter's school and my son's school right now to this very day at their bus stop.
I said
Fuck
I
the
see
school.
more.
What my point is that I don't know where you live or what area you stay in. There's a lot of kids that wear weave. That a lot of adults are putting weave in their little girls' hair. It was more back in our day when we were kids, when a lot of little girls were wearing barrettes and their hair twisted and braided
That's
back
what I
and stuff
do.
like that. That's back then, and that's why your mindset is that. But to right now, it's not that. It's not that at all. So they're being taught that very young and growing up since probably 2010, 2005, and been doing that since. So now that they're older and they're getting older, that's being pushed now. That's the image that's being shown. That's all I'm saying. I never said one time I wanted y'all to get y'all thing out. I never said one time that y'all couldn't do what y'all wanted to do. I never said that. I said to say I'm natural and then do what you want to do is different than doing what you want to do without saying I'm natural. If you're going to do what you want to do, don't use the word natural. That's all I'm trying to get out. You can do whatever it is you want to do. If you want to wake up tomorrow and put micro braids in, if you want to get your hair in braids, corn, like whatever it is, straightened, whatever.
So just because
do
I
it.
decide to put something in my hair once a month or do something different, I can no longer say I'm natural. That's what you're saying?
To me?
So what is
yes,
it?
that's
So
I'm
what
saying.
would you call it? If I'm not doing this
call
thing
you doing your
often,
thing.
if I'm not doing this thing often, what do you call it?
I would call it you doing your thing. She
Yeah.
got her hair done.
Hair
Very
done.
simple. Like, she got her hair done. But I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, my girl wears her hair all the time. And then when she, like, oh, my girl's natural. And then every time somebody see her, she got weave in her hair. I'm not like
I said,
somebody's
what's
going to
on-
take
what's
like,
on
yo,
the
what the
book?
fuck is he talking about? Like, somebody eventually is going to say like, yo, his girl ain't fucking natural. What the fuck is he talking about? That ain't her hair. So then at that point, you're not natural.
If you see me in my natural state and I decided to switch it up, then I don't understand what's the problem. I don't know.
You decided to switch it up. There's no problem. I never said that was a problem. I said that if someone says that I'm natural
I
and
still
then do
consider
that,
it to be natural though. That's how I
to
see
each his
it.
own.
Yeah, for each his own. I still consider it to be natural. I don't think
That's-
it's different. If I'm not doing
That's
this
crazy.
all the time,
It's wild
then
different, but I mean, I feel it.
It's not.
I feel it.
One day,
So
let's
why
just
men
come
get
in here
haircuts?
natural.
Like-
Let's just come in here natural one day. Just natural. Hair
But
braids
then
out,
when you
crinkly.
do that and you walking down
What
the
the
hood,
fuck?
but then when you do that and you walking down the hood, the guys be like, you ain't get your hair. What's going on with your hair, mama? Like, come on, let's
Yes.
be real.
Get
Like,
your hair
come
done,
on with
sis.
that shit. Like, that's the thing I'm talking about. That just be wild crazy. So we gonna be natural, then don't get no haircuts. Don't shape up your little beard or your mustache.
So
Don't
growing
be
my
like,
hair.
What? I'm
Little
growing
hair.
my
So
hair.
cutting
Either
my
way, it's the
own
same
hair
thing.
that I'm growing that y'all are
So
not
if I'm
doing
adding stuff
is
to my
not
own
natural.
hair that is on my head, it's
How
still
is me
natural.
cutting my own hair?
Like,
You're
y'all
adding
getting
something that's not
spicy.
yours.
Y'all
That's
getting
that's not
spicy.
naturally grown on you. It's not natural. If you take that weave out and then let your hair sit out, it's not gonna grow like that, sweetheart.
Yes, it
I'm
would.
sorry.
Well, they say
I'm
once your
sorry
hair growing,
to
it's
let
yours.
you know.
Crazy like that.
Once I walk
know
out the
some
beauty
women
store,
with their hair
once I walk out the beauty
You
supply
know
store
some
with
women.
it, man.
You know some
bought
women.
it.
I
And
said
I'm happy
you.
with
I
my
said
mother.
you.
And I'm
I
happy.
said you, not
Oh,
some
no,
women.
That's why I'm happy with my hair.
I'm
My
not
hair
talking
comes
about
to my
some
shoulder,
women.
baby. I'm good.
Okay,
I
no
can
one
pull a
said you was
picture out.
bald.
I'm
No one
good.
said you was bald. You
I'm
don't have to
happy with my
reassure that your
hair.
hair is long. I never said you was bald. All I'm saying is it's not going to grow like that. Your hair ain't going to grow like that if you take your hair out. That's all I'm saying.
If you put the
That's
drop,
all
yes,
I'm saying.
it do.
Now you're adding. What the fuck am I talking? What am I saying?
It do.
What am I saying?
It
That's
do
wrong.
certain
Motherfucker,
things.
fuck
What am
straight.
I
If
saying? That's
you
wrong.
saying that your hair wouldn't grow, it will. It's black women hair
So-
are long. They not
T-Rex.
just short and on top of your head.
What am I saying? That's wrong, bro.
Like, what are you talking about?
Please explain.
So I
please
can't
explain
put
it, bro.
drops in my hair to
Please.
make it grow. I can't maintain my
Natural
hair.
drops? Are you putting vinegar in water or something?
You
Or
can
are
do
you adding
that.
Chemicals? What kind of drops? I'm asking.
You could do that.
Shea
You could
butter.
do
water.
Shea butter.
Some
No,
rice
you could do
water.
rice water. You could do the mayo with the eggs. You could mix. It's certain things that you
Mayo
can
with
do.
the eggs?
Yeah,
And
if
avocado.
you.
Nah,
Oh,
people
you're not
put
a woman.
egg yolk in
Yeah,
their
like
hair.
you do egg yolk. You could do mayo. You could do different
That
things.
shit work
to-
for bald head?
Injections.
Nah, but if you take the time to really
I'm about to
learn
get
your
an
hair
upgrade.
and know what type of hair you have, your hair
Enhancement.
will grow. It's
That's natural,
possible.
though.
Oh, it's, don't stop me.
I love. Huh?
You hear them gelling over
But
here?
I'm saying I get it.
Nah.
I get it from the side of my head though.
I mean, they
You
got
with
a
your
thing.
laces.
For,
They got laces for
they
you.
got they
Cover
got a
up
thing
your
for
eyes.
them, man.
But if I
that
get
they
it from the
doing.
side of my head,
And
that's
them niggas
natural.
ain't natural.
They tapping it. They
But if I
tapping
get it from the side of my head, that's natural, right?
They gay.
He said
Shit,
they
damn,
gay.
they gay.
Oh,
God.
What you
Lord.
tapping in the weed for? The
'Cause
fuck?
they don't like that
niggas
they
is already
bald.
tapping in the purses and calling it fucking handbags.
Oh, shit.
Like what are we
Immerse.
talking about? Like
Yeah,
I'm not about to
immerse.
sit here and allow that to be the narrative. Like I don't give ain't no dude. I don't tell that man to put no weave in his hair. You know what I'm saying? You. That's what she said. Motherfucker. She
You
said,
wanna
go
do
get
that?
one. They ain't tapping in. That's what I said. I said, don't send that message. No,
You can send that shit off you want. I'm
Don't
good.
send
Glue
that.
it right
I'm talking,
on.
I'm talking about to the viewers. I don't need no other men
Glue it
walking
on.
out
Hey
here
man,
with
if you want my
Glue it.
Putting on
weave,
fake
glue it.
beards,
You
they
want a
doing
cat?
it. I
no,
feel
don't
like
do
you
it. Don't do it.
They
Don't
be
do
doing
it.
it.
Don't do
You
it.
see Tory Lanez
Don't do
and Safari and all them, they
That
done
nigga
got
got
fixed
butt hair.
up. They done got fixed. Enhance yourself. That's the goal. Enhance yourself if you don't like it. Enhance it.
Apply yourself to apply.
What?
Enhance it.
That is
That nigga got
wild.
butt hair on this shit.
That's wild. I cannot take it.
Nah. I see his joint. He had got injections, blood injections into his joint that helped to get his dead hair follicles
Re-energize
alive,
that motherfucker.
and then they started growing. So that is actually his hair that's growing. It's blood injections. There's a doctor is in LA that specializes in our type hair only. I mean, granted, he said that he do other races, but he specializes in our hair, and that's why he went. Tiger went there too. Tiger the one who told him about it. What I had seen.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my money.
He came
up.
out and think time for that.
You gonna get your money?
I mean, shit. Get
Say
that
nah,
mug
I'm
outside. I see you with a fro. It's on. You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting,
You not with it?
I'm getting box
You
braids.
not with it,
nigga.
B?
I see that nigga with hair no more, man.
I'm
That
getting
nigga
box
trying
braids.
Chico
nigga.
Bean that joint.
Even with the dreads, I done seen dudes like they don't want to go through the ugly phases, so they get the
fake
they get the dreads.
They get the fake one. The box lock.
Now, like, if you cut your shit, like, for me, I had cut my joints at one point, and then I got them put back in. But that's my hair. I grew that. You know what I'm saying? But to go to the store and be like, oh, shit, blue dreads. Like, and then throw
Nah,
them
but
shits in
I'm
your
just
little inch fro
saying- No.
is wild to
This
me.
is what I'm saying.
Because half these
It's
chicks
a
take their
thing.
braids out. They shit, you know what I'm saying?
And they need a little help. But see, look like,
The
oh
little
my
enhancement.
God, this is my
So just
boy.
get a just get a low cut.
They need a little help.
I'm saying
Some
they need a lot of help, but they need to stop putting the chemicals in their shit for it to look like that when they. Now, if you take your shit out and your shit is long, I'm questioning why the fuck you doing it. And at that point, I don't want to hear because I want to be beautiful. You're beautiful.
No,
Your hair
because
is long.
Nah,
You said
because
your hair is down here.
I ain't say down here. I said my hair is to my
Well,
shoulders.
up here, that's still long. But that's still
definitely
long.
said
Like that's
down
considered.
I
that's
never,
some
considered.
I never
braids.
My
said
fault.
that.
My fault. You know what I'm saying? I see your hand out the corner of my eye.
You said
I thought she
down.
did
No, I
that.
definitely said
But if
my
it's-
shoulders. Like I
Okay.
my
The
pictures.
brush.
All right. But if it's at the shoulder and shit, that's still long. Like
But
rock that
sometimes
shit.
you-
Yo,
I
it's
know.
wild hairstyles that a girl with just
I
their hair
know,
could do.
but listen, when you
How many of you tried?
Listen to me.
No.
A lot.
No, how many?
I
Name
done
them.
cut
Name
my
them.
hair. I done cut my hair short.
All
I
right.
done rocked the. I done rock. Yeah, I had like.
You came
the-
outside with cornrows before, like your cornrows.
Yes.
Like, not no extenders.
How natural am I?
Not
I
no-
don't. How many times will y'all be like? I'm telling you,
She
I
the
told you on the
natural,
phone. I'm
not me.
very
She
natural.
is.
I come
I don't play
outside
that.
with my hair out. Like she be like, girl. All right,
I don't
this day
play
number
that.
2. Day number 2. We about to
Also-
go to the shop.
Cook
I
and
don't play
clean
that.
7 days a week. You also said that on camera.
Now, I
Well,
can show
I
my
tell-
pictures.
I
I
don't
can
go-
show my
No,
pictures. I go
no,
outside,
no,
go to the
no.
gym. Like this, I got videos. Like I be outside
Galdi.
in my shit.
Nah, I ain't gonna go nowhere
Nah,
with
but
my
hold
lashes. I
on,
don't play.
B. Hold on, B. What
Calling
grade?
it a lifeline.
What
No.
grade he gave me though? What grade he gave me on making sure I did like I maintained the house? What grade I got?
Oh no. I said that it's a good grade.
Oh,
If it's 4 or 5 days, I was just trying to point out the point that it wasn't 7. That was what we talked about.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
camera.
yeah. When
You know
you
what I'm saying?
for the majority of the time, I felt you.
4 or
We
5
had a-
ain't.
but
7. That's mine.
what I'm saying is, even with that, you still need to give your hair a break. Like blow drying it, it breaks the heat breaks your hair. Like knowing hair for a woman, being properly taught how to manage your hair, and weave does grow your hair. Like they always say that if your hair is dirty, your hair grow. That's a thing. I witnessed it. Even with the black what is that drops I put? My daughter, she was born with a hair full of hair. In her first year, like her hair fell out. I couldn't do nothing. I had to embrace it. I cried or whatever because she was looking like a boy. But I put the black castor oil drops in it and it grew. It grew. I didn't put nothing else in it.
Why you cry? Other than her looking like a boy.
She like a boy.
That's
Like
the
she
only
had
reason you
hair and then
cried.
it lost.
No, I'm saying, but that's the only reason you cried.
Yeah, I still. My baby was beautiful, gorgeous.
We ain't say that. You know what I'm saying? We know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, the fact that you had to cry because her hair fell out is like.
Yeah, because I didn't
to-
understand
but-
like what happened if I did something. It was just like I just didn't know.
Well, yeah.
what
So it was a
happened.
whirlwind of emotions while you cried.
Yeah, it ain't
I'm
had nothing to
speak-
do with nobody else. Because they were like, oh,
Okay.
don't worry about it, girl. That's what happened.
Yeah, I'm just
But go ahead.
speaking like as far as like that damn pussy hair got to come off. You know what I'm saying? I learned that with my son. We tried to grow that nigga hair from the womb. I had to cut that shit for it to grow right.
Oh, you did?
That pussy hair ain't good.
I can't with him. Oh my god. But go ahead. What
Somebody
you
said
trying to
that
say?
shit, though.
Nah, I'm dead ass.
They
Like
say
my
gotta
son
cut-
hair was
they say
like,
gotta cut their hair,
yeah, cause like you
let it
used to
grow
put
back.
water on that, like he'd get in the pool or the tub and shit, and he'll come out, his hair be dry, and they be like, what the fuck type of
Hair with, like,
Neosporin hair is this?
But it take a lot. It's just all about like that's what I'm saying. It goes back to the house, like with making sure, like just being in tune. When you love on yourself, I feel like you should be able to branch out and do other stuff that you like and you don't like, or you want to try something different. Like I'm not a girl that get my nails done, but I get it done on occasions. Like on my birthday, I just feel like the girls going out. Let me just, and I love to get my toes done. That's the thing. Like it's nice, but.
Damn. You got a
like
whole little.
It just
it's
feels
nice.
so good.
Cut them bunions off your shit, huh?
Sandals be hurting. You know what I'm saying? Jesus walks.
Oh no!
Jesus
I
walk
do
forwards.
not have no bad
You having to
feet
sand
like
that edge off that back of that foot.
Ling Ling be cancel my
Cancel
appointment.
everything.
Cancel all my appointments.
Yeah, man, don't say that, Ling Ling. Shout out to Ling Ling.
Beijing. The fuck you want me to say? The fuck?
Nah.
Taolin. The fuck?
That might be some real
I
people.
want to know what you was about
Hey.
to say.
Uli.
Wait, you said you had to cut your son here because what?
Oh yeah, that pussy. Yeah.
Oh, that's it. I thought you was about to say something. He already.
He said that.
He has some pussy here.
Nah, but like I was gonna say, like I feel like with little girls it take a little longer because we never cut her hair, and my daughter hair, her hair
Some
was
women
really
do.
like down here. She just got it straightened and shit. Her shit's really really long, but we never put nothing in it, and I feel like that's where it starts with the little girls. It's like motherfuckers be putting, I'm about to
Yeah.
perm their hair because they got their
that's
hair
what I was
permed,
saying.
not
Oh, yeah, that's a
realizing that that's
no.
what be fucking shit up. Because
That's
like
a no.
these braiders and shit like that. I seen this video, like this bitch
The
was patchy
Africans
as
and the
hell,
Dominicans.
but she had like box braids. Like they put some weave on shit, and she had 4 box braids. Like there was braids in the bald spot. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, y'all be
so
seeing,
like
I be wondering how
so
they
it'd
do
be
that.
like that's deceiving. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like let me see Patchy and decide if I want to talk to Patchy. Like, don't fucking throw that wig
Come
on and
on,
then
she gonna be walking down the street and y'all clowning her style.
real.
No,
You
so let's
know
be
you ain't really gonna
realistic
wanna
with
talk to
it.
her.
you
So
walk down
seen
the
some of
street
these
with
motherfuckers
Patchy.
that's in relationships. I be seeing motherfuckers that be like, God damn, how they do that? But it be like,
Everybody for somebody.
but it be like, but
Yeah,
I'm
it
just
is
saying, though,
everybody
my
for
point
somebody.
is like, it's somebody for everybody. Like, somebody's gonna like you. Somebody's gonna like you. Like, Biz Markie, God rest his soul, that nigga had women. Biggie had women. Like, somebody's going to like you.
Mm-hmm.
Viola Davis, I think, is married. Like, somebody is going to like you. Like, at some point, it's like, when are you going to accept that, oh, I was born this way, I look like this, I need to go outside. Fuck what anybody else thinks. When is that going to be? That is what need to be taught.
Nah, you say
That has
that,
to-
but then when
I'm
it's
saying
done,
it.
people
My kids
be
hear it all the
really
time.
clowning.
And
like,
it don't matter. I'm one of the
that's just
clowners.
wild.
I'm one of the clowners. I'm a clown. But
Everybody
that
not
don't mean,
built
like,
for that though. Like for you to that's
at that point, then
wild.
now we're talking about mental space. You not being mentally strong for shit, because that wouldn't have nothing to do with a joke. There's gonna be a bunch of other things that you're not gonna be mentally strong for if you can't take a saying or a joke of somebody. And then if somebody be like oh, you fat, like I'm gonna be like, okay,
I'll
and
wake
your
up to
teeth
this.
crooked. Like what the fuck? Like I'm not about to be like, oh my god. They said something.
Like, everybody not
Like
true.
I'm not gonna, but but that's my point. It's not. I'm not. I don't want everybody to be me. But at some point, why the fuck does it matter what somebody else say to you? At some point, I'm not saying like it's easy to get that way. But at some point, if you're teaching your kids that, they're gonna go through life not worrying about that.
Right.
But if they're worrying about that up until they get of age, to where they start thinking for themselves and to sit there
But you
realizing like,
also
yo,
have
man,
to hear
fuck
it.
everybody
you have
else.
to speak positive into your child.
The
you
most
have to do
beautiful
that.
women get talked about too. Like there's something. Everyone has a flaw. When is people gonna realize that? It's something wrong with everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
Ain't nobody out here perfect. Like ain't nobody in this room perfect.
I'm just saying I done seen
So,
it though. Like
like,
being
it's-
natural, like okay,
crazy.
she woofing down here, woofing under the arm, she got a mustache.
That's because it's
she
not the
natural.
norm.
That's a natural,
That's
but
because-
you're natural and you getting
But
like
it's
dog.
and
So
I
it's
understand
I
that
don't
it
like
needs
feeling. I'm
to.
not about to do that shit.
It needs to go back to that, but it's not the norm. So if we're always constantly seeing no hair under a woman all the time, like my whole life, women been having no hair under their arms and this, that, and the third. So then the minute you see some, it's like, oh,
Yeah, nah, that's a
chia.
fact.
Like it's like I'm gonna have a joke, but that doesn't mean that that's not your. I'm also fully aware that came out your body. Like, you
Everybody
grew
grow
that.
hair,
You grow hair. Like some women get a few hairs on their
Yeah, on
chin
they
or whatever, or they
chin.
lip. Like it's
Yeah.
what happens. That's natural. So yes, I might make a joke about it, but if we sit down and have a conversation, I'm also understanding that it's a joke. It's a joke because it's natural. That's real. That's a real thing. Like that's a real thing. Like I don't understand why people
Just
just
prepare
don't
your
understand.
kids for
People
that.
don't understand what that is. They like people want to take words and then be like, oh well, like use this word and don't care about the meaning. Like it natural means natural. Like that's just what that is. If you can't say that and then be like, oh yeah, like I wear lipstick every day, but I like being natural. Like I don't put eyelashes on. I'm natural. Like but I put lipstick on and I get my nails done. Just say you like getting dolled up. Like that's okay. That's
I
fine.
like to switch it up.
Just say
But
that.
for the
I like
most
to
part,
switch
you
it up. I
natural.
like to get dolled up. But to say like I like to switch it up from natural to this, then that's cool. But don't be like, oh, I'm a natural girl. But then I see you with enhancements. Then it's like, how are you calling yourself natural? That's all. That's the only point I'm trying to get. But if a person's not calling themselves natural, do what you want to do. Motherfuckers is out here wearing fucking his girls sagging and his niggas with dresses on. Do what you want to do.
Live your life.
Do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Like, I just see Macy Gray said, shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Like she was on some interview and she made somebody asked her
About the
something. I forgot the
trans
question.
women.
Yeah, but she was like, he asked her a question and she was just like, let me just say this, like, just because you're a trans woman, just because you change your genital doesn't make you a woman. Like, people need to hear that. But then you saying that, and you got sensitive people in that community that's going to be like, she shouldn't say that, she's bashing. And it's like, that's reality. Like, that's reality. I also seen a doctor say that if you die and 100 years from now, a scientist dig up your bones, they're not going to know that you was a trans woman or a trans boy. They're going to know what you came out your mom's ass. The natural state, not what you enhanced. You dig me? They're going to research your DNA and see that, was it C4 hair type that you got? What is it, 4C? Whatever you said. They're not going to know. I'm saying, like, they're going to see that hair type. They're not going to know what bundle you brought when you was 22. That's what I mean by natural. The naturalness of what scientifically I can look up and find out your DNA from, not knowing how much budget you spent in life on fake products. That's what I mean by natural.
Talk your talk, then.
That's all I'm saying. That's what I mean. But to say that, I'm not going to say that somebody can't do what they want to do. No. But just don't say that I'm a natural person. But that naturalness is what needs to be taught. That needs to be showed. If you're going to say you're natural and you want your daughter or your son to feel beautiful in their skin, then practice what you preach. Don't just be like, oh, yeah, it's okay sometimes, but be natural. Don't put none in your hair. But then they watch you put stuff in your hair. And then when they get older, they see their friends putting stuff in their hair. And then now it's like, okay, well, shit, my mom said it, and then she does it anyway, so I might as well do it when I get my own shit.
But that's why I feel like you just mixing it. I'm teaching you to love the skin you in and enjoy your natural state. But if you decide to do something else, that's okay. But the root of it is, all right, I love the skin that I'm in. I can go outside with my hair doing the what is it, the two twists? Like I could do that. I could do certain things. But if I decide, like, if 90% of the time I'm natural and that 10% I decide to, like, add some weed to my hair, now I just scratch all of that. So that's like, so a person that drink on a certain occasions, they just like alky now. Like, oh nah, you straight alky. I don't think so.
No, you have to drink a certain amount to be alky. I was just talking about that early this week at a cookout.
Oh shit, it is.
You have to drink a certain amount to be considered alky. Because I'm an occasional drinker. Like, I'm drinking right now, but it's an occasion. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like birthday, stuff like that. Like an occasion. You're not gonna find me on a random Wednesday and be like, "Oh, Brandon, we drinking?" No, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So like at that point, I'm an occasional drinker. An alcoholic is someone that does it all the time. Now, if a girl is putting weave in their hair, or they have some type of weave or chemical or product in their hair 80% of the year, there's nothing natural about you, baby.
Just your hair. I just disagree with that. But okay.
I can't speak from a
20%
natural.
is natural as hell.
I'm not natural. I'm not a natural girl. I got to
Talk
process
heavy.
here.
I know when you
Talk
good.
heavy. Why you not natural?
But she
I got-
can't.
nah,
Because her hair is
I
very
could,
long. Her
no,
hair
I
longer
could
than
get
mine.
natural, but that's not my choosing.
Her
I
hair
like
longer than
process here.
mine.
Yeah, I like process.
Yeah,
I
but
like
living your
process
truth,
here.
talk that shit. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
I could be natural.
Talk it. That's what I'm
just,
saying.
before-
Like, if you a hoe, say you a hoe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
No.
no.
Like-
You're merging them in. It's like, oh yeah, do what you want, but say you're natural at the same time. No,
I'm not natural.
She's saying I'm not natural. I like to do what I want. That's a difference in what y'all are saying. But I'm saying if you're gonna do that,
So just
then
don't do
live
nothing.
that.
Like, don't get weave in your hair. Nothing. So you could be just
That's what
100%
means.
natural.
I can't eat steak if I'm a vegan.
It's not okay.
I can't do
But
it
they
sometimes.
doing it.
I'm a
They
fake
lying.
vegan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it be so
I
a lot
can't-
of
I
fake
like my
vegans.
lashes.
I can't say
It's
I'm
a
a
lot.
vegan and go
I
get an
like my
Impossible
bundles.
burger.
I like my braids.
Like-
All my little enhancements.
But I'm not
I be
heavy
loving.
on that stuff. Like, I do my hair because I don't want to,
saying?
like, get up and have to maintain my hair. Like, it's a lot. I'm not doing that. I'm going to give you some braids that last a month, maybe 2. Switch it up. Like, I'm going to maintain that. I'm not about to. That's a
So
lot.
you think other
Period.
races that got naturally long,
They
real
get
long hair,
extensions,
I
too.
didn't
Ram.
hold up. You know what I'm saying? I never said that. I'm saying? Every race get extensions. Every race gets weave. Let's get that
Yes.
out there so she won't jump off that chair again. You know what I'm saying? No
No,
one
I'm
saying
sitting
nothing
in the
about
chair
it.
comfortably.
I understand that you're a
in
black
here
woman and you're
comfortably.
getting antsy.
No,
but
I'm not.
my
I'm
point,
not getting antsy. I'm comfortable.
Damn, not
I'm
antsy.
relaxed.
Antsy, say antsy.
I'm relaxed.
Am I
She
bugging?
got ants in her pants.
Am I bugging? Like, am I
Antsy.
bugging?
No,
Like,
antsy is jumping up, you screaming. I'm not doing none of that. I'm comfortable. Like I'm
Antsy is
relaxed.
moving around.
Dictionary time.
Right. But anyway,
I didn't do that, but okay.
word. So like, so like, my thing is like I said, it's just the whole like for me to sit there and just like say that, oh, black women are dope, and then they see their mom doing other things outside of what it is to be black. Like, if we're going to break down what that is, or going back to what our roots are, that's what should be being practiced. That's where we're going to bring up history and stuff. That's where it should be. You should be going back, doing that research on what it is to be an African black woman, and then go from there. Like, to say like, oh yeah, I'm doing this. Oh, everyone else is doing it. Like, and again, this is not because you say that, but a lot of women say that. Literally, like, it's like, oh, well, would you say that to a white woman? Would you say that to an Asian woman or an Indian woman? It's like, yes, if they have weave in their hair, you're not natural either. But my point is like, to sit there and just say like, oh, I need to be teaching my kids that. Yes, I do. And that's why I said it should be a little bit of both. But it should definitely come from the women practicing what she preached, to teach the little girls, especially, that that's what it is. And then for little boys to see what it is for, oh, a black woman to come out. Because now they're going to be looking for women that are walking around with just their hair on, no makeup and no lashes, no nails and stuff like that. Because there are some of those out there still. So they might go to school, go to college or whatever, and be looking specifically for that. Not to say that the other women that are enhancing themselves, not to be like, oh yeah, they beautiful, or dance with them at the party, partake with them, go on dates and stuff like that. But what they have their eyes set on is probably that image of what they see their mother doing, which is being natural, having her hair down, her hair down, having her skin showing, having her nails showing, those things, being comfortable in her body. If you fat, go to the gym. If you got something wrong with your hair, go see what is it? I forgot a hair doctor. Go see a hair doctor about fixing your hair. Go do the things that you need to do to fix those things instead of covering it up. Because a lot of and then when women, like, for instance, this is just an example. This is not all scenarios for the conversation. I'm just giving an example, branching off. Like, again, going back to you meeting a woman in the mall or something. You go meet a woman, you be like, damn, she fire. Like, this, that, and the third. Like, I'm going to assume that you have a good lengthy amount of hair under your wig, I call them hats. I'm gonna just say hats because that's what I call them. You got your hat on and this, that, and the third, or your braids and stuff like that. I'm just going to only assume that your hair is lengthy enough under there. So then, like, I start embarking on with you because that's not the first thing I think of. I want to get to know you. I think you're beautiful. I want to get to know you. We talking, we vibing, and then, like, I come over or we meet up one day and it's just like, oh, like, it's not that you're not beautiful. It's just like, oh, damn, like, that's not what I expected. You know what I'm saying? But if that's being shown all the time, it wouldn't be something that's being thrown off. Because for me as a dude, if I sit there and be like, or a girl walk in the room that I seen that had weave all the time, and she walk in here right now and she's like got like a real low haircut, or damn near bald, and it's going to be like, it's not that she's not beautiful. It's going to be like, oh shit, like, I wasn't expecting that. You know what I'm saying? But, like, at the same time, if that's being shown, me being startled wouldn't happen. It would be like, oh, okay, look at her showing that head. Like, I you know what I'm saying? It would just be a regular conversation. But that's not shown. That's not being forced. That's not what most women, if you go to any mall or any club or anything like that, it's going to be a singular percent of women in there that's 100% natural in that club. And that's what I'm saying. It's not being shown. Like, okay, yes, you can enhance yourself, but it's that right there, you enhancing yourself is or showing that little boy that that's what I like. I like those big boobs. I like that big butt. I like that long Brazilian hair that she have on her hair. So now when you don't have that, being that that's what I'm used to seeing all my life, I go move to a different state. I'm gonna keep doing what I was shown and taught to do growing up. Where I'm from, I'm gonna go look for a goddamn chick. And then now when I see a goddamn, because now chicks are wearing their makeup really, really light and they take it off and they're a shade darker than that makeup that they put on. Now I'm attracted to that now. So when I go move and I see a fucking darker skinned white girl, does that make sense? Oh, like her hair is natural. Like a girl that might have her hair naturally long, how that black girl's wearing it. Or okay, she's natural. Oh, okay, I like her skin. I like her skin complexion. She don't wear makeup. Or I like her butt. It's real. That's where he gets the light. And then when somebody can sit there and be like, oh, well, why are dudes dating outside their race? Well, they're going out seeking what they're being shown by black women. Be lighter. Have long, straight hair. Make sure your hair is looking like this all the time. There's some women out now, right now, that like mother, when they don't even want to go see their mother without getting their hair done. Because they know their mother gonna be like, what the hell? But I ain't show you that. I ain't teach you that. I ain't raise you like that. Why your hair not done?
Mm-hmm.
So at the same time, it's like now they're getting their hair done because now their mother said so. And then, or what they taught, aunts, grandmothers, this, that, and the third. So how am I supposed to, like, again, going back to what I said originally, how am I supposed to be able to beat that in someone's head when they're seeing something is way better than saying something? That's just what I believe. So I can tell you, like, for instance, I can tell you I love you all I want, but if I'm not showing it, it don't mean shit. So I can tell my son this is what this is what's superior. You need to be looking at black women that look like this. You need to be striving for that. And then they're not seeing that. What the fucking, he gonna be like, man, dad tripping. He ain't even dating somebody that got their fucking natural hair out eventually. Am I bugging? Mm-hmm. Like, that's what I'm trying to get at. It's like it needs to be seen. It needs to be done. Yes, you can do what you want. Like you said, everyone can do what they want. But that comes with the risk. That comes with the cost. You doing what you want is causing these boys to go look at go and like what they're seeing as opposed to what they're being taught. Like you said, you teach your kids that, but eventually they might get older and bring home a white woman.
And that's fine. Love is love.
And it is fine. But I'm just saying, though, at the end of the day, it's like if they're being taught that 100% with words and action, that probably won't happen.
I was told
there's a lot of white girls and white boys that won't bring home another race because they know what their parents have taught them or what their parent or what their race do or what their family does. Some people are real heavy on their names and their lineage and shit like that. I'm very heavy on that. So I'm going to teach my kids both ways, but am I going to be a little bit mad that if my...
Bring home a different race?
No. Well, yes and no, because like my son, for instance, if he brings home a different race, I'm real big on my name. So keep that in mind with what I'm about to say, because I know what I'm about to say could be heard a different way. I'm real big on my last name and my family's name. As a man, that name has to keep going in order for my name to stay alive. Mm-hmm. That makes sense? So with that being said, it don't matter who the fuck he dates. If his kids and those kids keep producing boys, my name is going to stay alive. It don't matter who he dates. But then if my daughter dates, I mean, obviously her name is going to change whoever she marries, black, white, Asian, Italian, whatever. But now once that changes and she dates a white person, now that at that point she's changing her name to his, and then now they're making fairer skinned kids, and then say that kid go date a white person at that point. Mm-hmm. Because obviously they have white family now, so they love both now strongly. So what if they go date a white? Now that kid is more white. And then now that kid go date another white kid. And then that kid go. Now my name is gone and my race is gone with my daughter. My son, my name will at least keep going. Mm-hmm. So that's my whole point with that. At least if you're not going to, being that my name is getting taken away, at least keep my race alive. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. It's like it's different when it comes to that. But I'm going to show them and teach them. I could teach them. I could teach my son not to kill nobody, and then he get up and fucking go kill somebody.
My grandmother kept both. She kept her last name and her husband's name.
My name.
Word, I feel it.
I mean, I was taught black love, but I still like Spanish. I still like, I still like, you like what you like. You attracted to what you attract to. Yeah, like you attracted to what you attracted to.
You heard?
for a good little minute.
You could be taught something, but you could like something else. Like you attracted to what you attracted to. So
Word. Hell yeah.
I'm a dib and dab. You could dib and dab.
You feel me?
The swirl.
Dib and dab. But like I said, I mean, that's just my thought on it. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all got what I was saying.
Nah, I got that.
Mm-hmm.
You care about your name.
Nah, for sure.
I
But
got everything.
What you think, bro? Been a little quiet, bro.
Y'all was just about to joke.
I was letting y'all was getting y'all rocks off.
Yeah, they off now.
Pretty much everything you said was, to me, in my mind, everything y'all was going back and forth is what I said in my little segment. So it was nothing for me to jump into. So it was just
Word.
confusing. All I said was, I don't know who's to stand out, but the action needs to be shown inside the household, whether I'm telling my daughter she's beautiful, this, that, and the third. Her hair is this, that, and the third. And I'm executing those same energies to her mom so she could see it. Like, yo, all right, I see how dad interacts with mom and she's black, and I see how she is with her hair and she's black. So it's not nothing she could be thrown off by. I see it in my household and they're saying it to me. So when I move forward, it's like, nah, I know what I know. Versus mom getting weave and saying beautiful hair and dad's okay with that. So,
Your girl don't get weave.
nah, she get braids for the most part, yeah. She get braids. But she'll braid her own hair, she'll get a ponytail. Shit like that, but I mean,
Shit like that.
straight like that. But I mean, y'all do what y'all do. I'm gonna do my part. That's it. That's all I can do.
I just feel like I do see it a lot more. Like you hear it a lot more than from how it was, like to embrace and how to really
I don't know.
and how to really take care of your hair. But that wasn't a thing.
It's a
Like they didn't
process.
have a lot of
I think it's
YouTube
the same.
videos.
That's a process.
It's still a process, a long.
I think it got
process.
worse, to be honest with you.
What?
With being that.
Like you saying you see more natural. I feel like what Brandon was saying,
definitely, I do.
I feel like what Brandon was saying, I saw that when I was young. Like now, no, I don't. Like
Like
Even back
I saw
then,
when growing up, they was getting their hair permed at a young age.
when I was young,
they was-
I loved chicks with barrettes. Now I don't see no
Yeah, I
kids
thought
with
I was cute
none.
with my little
I don't see them
boys.
with beads, barrettes, nothing.
I love the beads.
Like, I don't know. And all your celebrities is wearing weave, and everybody else, like you
But
said,
they
Brazilian.
hair dumb long too.
Who?
They
40
hair
inch.
dumb long.
But
Like
it's
they
people-
real
But
hair
But
is
it's
long.
chicks in the hood that got that same.
Yeah, it's
length.
chicks in the hood that got the same thing. Because his question, he said, "Well, when I see your hair long, then I think is why you doing it." But that's what I was going back to. Like the heat breaks your hair off. It's different stuff. Like just being in your hair,
I mean,
hair.
wear curly one day.
it
Wet that
break it.
motherfucker
Like,
and wear
even
curly
with
down.
that, like just always in your hair. Like you just have to know how to maintain any
Yeah,
type
get
of hair.
dreads, get low cut.
Dreads is dope, but that's the thing. Like I see a lot of dreads. I see a lot of women rocking their low haircuts. Like I be seeing girls in a barber, like they getting it, and that just be looking dope. Like oh, that shit look good. Everybody head ain't for it though, but that shit
But
look
you don't know
dope.
that until you do it.
I went through that all that stage.
Oh yeah, you definitely was like
like
to see her have her long hair, then she was bald, then she did the half. Like she just did
long
that,
hair game.
and I hair long, but
You
that's
was
what
bald?
she.
Mm-hmm.
Like cut it off.
Off. Yeah, and I had long hair, and I was just like, one day I just went there, like, just cut it off. And I cut it low, then I grew it back, then I had the little side piece. Then
That
with
was
the
her
side
thing
piece,
for
I
a
started
minute.
wearing it with the weaves and all that. And then after that, I was like, you know, I'm
Her
gonna just grow it back. And it
ponytails,
just grew back.
Yeah.
Because you cut all that stuff out your hair and let it grow back.
Nah, it was gonna grow back regardless.
No, I'm saying obviously it's gonna go back longer. But did it grow back better? Like did it grow back fuller when you cut it all off? Did it
Nah.
grow back? It just grew back the same.
No, it grew back like being as though like I had short hair and everything around was cut, and then only this part was long. This side of my hair always gonna be longer and fuller than this side.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
I'm just saying
that was
like
the
when
only
it
thing.
grew, like when you cut it real low before
Was it
you
more
did all
healthier
of
than
that,
before?
when it started to grow back, was it more? Yeah, was it more healthier than when you first cut it? Like
So. I ain't really give it time.
She ain't pay attention.
Yeah, I ain't really give it time.
But I feel
'cause was
like
always,
maybe
like,
because you
dyeing
just
my
was saying
hair.
how one side is
Yeah.
short and the other side is longer, right? Like
Save me.
I told you I'm not a
She
natural
don't be
sister.
paying attention to that stuff.
Nah, I don't. Cause I get a weave, I get a wig.
I
Some
don't really big
braids.
on the wigs, but
I might get a
I
wig.
like them
Fuck it.
braids.
Get one. Get the lace. I told you. Get your lace up.
I'm gonna get
I
my,
noticed the
Up.
difference
I'm
with.
gonna get box breed.
I noticed the difference with me just trying to play with my hair,
Mhm.
trying to do it, maintain it myself, and then like
Letting
going to get
everybody playing
braids.
it, yeah.
No, I don't let everybody play because it's a long time
me
for me to
too.
get where I'm at.
Growth.
No, like breaking off, not like really knowing how to maintain my hair. Like it's breaking off, doing this, then third. I'm getting aggravated, so sometimes I'm yanking that shit out. Like it was just a
They
whole
be letting them
process taking
Africans
time.
braid that shit all tight,
nah,
fucking up the scalp.
Nah, I always had edges.
Eyes all peeled back.
Not always had edges, but I
Leave
noticed
them
a
out.
difference once I started wearing weave, like my hair, because I just left it alone. So my hair grew back nice, fuller. It was a good length. Like it's always it grow compared to before. I see a difference. Like some
So
weave
it grow
grow
more
your hair,
in braids
some
because of what?
I'm leaving it alone. Like
not
you
really
letting you
no
not touching
products
it.
or
You
nothing.
letting your
Just
hair,
grease.
yeah,
And
like
breathe.
hey, letting your hair the dirt.
So if you don't have the
pile up.
braids and you just do grease, it won't
It's
grow.
it'll
same?
grow, but I'm
It
just saying
grow.
for me, like my
process
experience,
of
I
doing
see
it.
it grow
I'm
more.
No, it's
Keep
just
asking.
gonna be a process to
asking.
do it.
Keep asking.
To
I
keep
just-
it maintained, it's gonna be a process. The braids, like braids and weaves and stuff like that, it just keep it maintained. Without it, it's just gonna be all over the place. And like you gotta get up. Say you gotta get up at 8, now you gotta get up at 7:15.
But
It
if you
don't
do
matter,
that
you
more,
can still
if
do
you do
it.
it more, it's a routine.
Yeah,
it won't,
that's a
it won't seem
routine.
like something extra to do if it's being if it's being worked into your routine. It become a habit. It's like what something being done after 21 to 27 days starts to become
The norm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So at that point, it would be nothing to do it because you'll be working into your routine. But if we're being, let's use the word lazy because that's what that would be called. If we're being lazy, then it's like, oh, well, let me just wait to the last minute before I got to leave, wash my face and throw these clothes on and leave. Now you're just being lazy with your own hair. But then when that weave is in it, you want to maintain it. Don't touch it. Don't let no water. Stop. I got my hair done. This, that, and the third. But if you do that with your own hair and pay that much attention to it and care about it as much as you do that $200, $250 bundle pack that you put in that junk, then
Talk
it would
heavy.
be shown more, again, to little black boys that is what a black woman should be doing for herself and what for her hair, as opposed to going there, sitting there for wasting time in life, because life is about time. You know what I'm saying? It takes 4 hours to get your hair done, but you could die in the middle of getting your fucking hair done, and now you're away from doing things that's important.
Finish
'cause
and
you
put
wanted
me in
to
the
goddamn
casket.
sit there
Finish
for 4
and put me in the
That's-
casket.
So right to
And
the
don't send me out
extreme.
without lashes.
No, I'm
either.
just saying though, things about time. Like motherfuckers just sit there and get their hair done for 7 hours or 5 hours. Like, but that's okay. But taking
Even
30
if I
minutes
was
to an
get
hour
dressed,
to do
it
your
take a
own
long
hair
time
is
to
too
get
much.
dressed. The
No, it's
maintain
not
dress
too much.
takes
That's
long.
crazy.
I just rather spend the one day for 7 hours for my hair to last for like 30 days.
To keep playing with it, putting stuff in it.
And mind you, I
breaking
done been
off,
swimming,
keep
I done been
damaging,
But then
Yeah,
when you
like, I
get
done
your
been
hair
everywhere.
done, y'all still spend time in the mirror fixing that, taking that little brush and comb your little edges
you
over
talking about the
and
wigs.
doing your thing,
Nah,
your
it ain't-
sideburns.
it's the toothbrush.
And,
It's the
Yeah,
toothbrush.
the little toothbrush doing that joint. Like,
The soft
y'all still
one.
spend time
Nah, I ain't
maintaining
doing
it.
all that
So
shit.
you're not just taking that one day to have your braids done for 30 days or however long y'all rock them and stuff like that, 2 weeks, whatever. Y'all are still taking time to go do that, which is the same amount of time you take to do them damn edges. You can put your hair in a ponytail.
Not everybody know how to do edges.
And not everybody got a damn ponytail.
Right. That shit like that.
or
It might not.
putting
It
water
might not
on
get-
it,
It might
rocking
get it.
curls.
It might
That
not.
shit be
rocking
like-
curls, putting water in it, combing it out, rocking it, like a lot of things that can be done. That was just an example as far as the ponytail, but
Yeah,
do
wow.
something else with it. You can take the time to do it. You still take time to get yourself ready. If your man said we going out tonight, you're gonna take an hour and a half to get ready. That same amount of time you getting ready, do your fucking hair. It's very simple because that hour and a half be your face and edges. 45 minutes to that hour be that. The other 15 minutes is putting your clothes on. It don't even really take that. It shouldn't take that long to put your get ready. but you're trying to keep something up that you got done at the shop, or the last time you got your face done perfectionly is like, oh, I got to get my nose back to look at how it looked in these pictures. Like, I got this bump on my face that naturally is there because you're putting stuff on it. But then if I have a bump on my face and it puts something on it, that's clogging it still.
Yeah,
So at that point, it's like, you're still fucking your face up. But then that same girl would be like, but tomorrow I'm natural. It's crazy. But before we get out of here, I wanted to ask y'all real quick, what do y'all think submissive means? Like, what's your definition of submissive? Like, we could be real short and sweet. Like, I mean, if you got a drawn out answer, then give that too. That nigga stressed out.
I'm not stressed out.
You looked at like it. You was like,
I'm done.
Submissive.
words.
Oh, no.
Our nose started running.
Nosebleed.
What y'all think it mean? What you think, bro?
I feel like being. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Go
I'm
ahead.
not no bro. My bad. Go ahead. No, he said bro. My bad.
Word.
Go ahead, you already started because I
Nah,
still had to
go
think
ahead.
about it.
Nah, I'm
Majesty.
thinking too. Go ahead.
All right, what you got, Money Move?
Is it like, is that to like fully be, dedicated to like one person, kind of, sort of,
No, it's called
I
being
feel like
loyal.
Yeah, I'm like
I feel like
I'm like kind of
to
sorta.
relax and be vulnerable, to really cater to my significant other, let that person lead.
Mm-hmm.
Trust that I'm in good hands. I'm in good care. What else? Just like trust that I'm
just
in
having
good
faith in your
hands.
partner and
having
allowing
faith in
them
my
to
partner,
direct you in the path that they should be going.
and be
into.
comfortable. Like, all right, I'm at ease. I don't have to worry about
Come in this bedroom and get this wood.
anything.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
No
okay,
problem.
Like
Okay.
yeah. Definitely. Like okay, daddy, no problem. You got it.
Yeah, daddy.
Not the daddy.
I mean, all of that stuff is like butter on the bread. You know what I'm saying? Just bring the toast. You feel me? Just all right. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I'm saying? All right. You ain't gotta say nothing. Just let me hear you walk it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she coming. She coming.
Yeah, that's my look on it.
That's what word.
Nah, that's it though.
Oh, it is? Oh, all right.
Nah, word. Now, I was going to read the definition. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get y'all,
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Ready to conform to the authority or will of others, meekly passive and obedient. Passive or obedient. So that's what that
Oh,
means
that's
to
what you
me.
had up there?
Yeah. I just wanted to see if anybody was gonna be real close. You was getting there, you know what I'm saying? You the closest to it. He piggybacked, but I don't know what the hell he was talking about. She started talking about.
He said I'm loyal.
That means being with one person. No, that means you're in a
Kinda,
relationship.
sorta.
Means you're
Kinda, sorta.
faithful. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, sis.
Jesus Christ.
I
That
had
he
to
said being with one person.
Stop it.
Listening.
And that's all right. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.